Don't know what I did. Okay, hi you guys. I am back to do another comic review. This is for issue 145. I believe it's called Blood for Blood. Is it called Blood for Blood? I don't know. But it's issue 145. Now, hopefully I'll be able to talk through this really quickly because not really anything too like crazy happened. Starts off with Rick, Andrea, Carl, Lydia, and Michonne. They're there in front of Ezekiel. Michonne is crying, of course, because she's upset. And she steps forward to put a knife through his head, put her knife through his head, and then Rick stops her and they get into this whole thing, you know, she shoves him and then she apologizes for it and they hug. Which is just, and they hug, and then Andrea does it, and then her and Carl and Dante and Lydia go through and do it to all of them. You know, Michonne's upset, she confides in Rick, and he, you know, saying that, you know, there's something wrong with her, and he says, well, there's something wrong with all of us, and, you know, it's true, though, it's so true. And then she attacks Lydia. She, like, pounces on her, and she's like, did you know about this, and have they done this before? And Carl puts a gun at Michonne, which I didn't like at all, because it's just like, just don't do it, Carl. Clearly she's upset. Something awful's just happened to her. She's not gonna kill Lydia, she just wants some answers. And then Lydia puts a knife to her throat, and this whole big thing starts. But basically Lydia says, no, I didn't know anything about it, and, you know, that's just how it is. They decide to bury them where they are, because the bodies, like, chances are the Whisperers have their skin, and, you know, wherever their bodies went, they took their skin, so they just bury them where they are, and they leave the stake so that they can know where the barrier is. After that, Michonne and Rick kind of start talking about what to do, and Michonne wants to attack them right away, and because, you know, she's upset right now. Anyone who had just lost somebody like that is gonna want, like, vengeance immediately, so she wants to go immediately and kill these people. Rick is like, no, we have to do this the smart way, we have to plan this out, and Michonne is just not with it, you know, she's really upset. She stomps off and kind of goes away. Dante follows her off, but you know, Rick and Andrea talk about it, and she agrees with him, you know, they should do what he says. And, you know, Dante goes into the woods, Michonne's upset, and he's like, okay, you know, well, I'll help you dig the graves. Around in there, we cut to somewhere in that mess, we cut to Eugene. He's talking about how he hasn't seen Rosita, and he goes, like, running out of the house. So then Rick, Michonne, and Andrea are all back at the fair. Once they get back to the fair, Rick is just standing there, like, thinking, like, this is not how this was supposed to go, like, this was not supposed to be like this. And then he turns around to address them and says, I'm afraid I have terrible news, and then it stops there. This issue had a super misleading cover, which I think they tend to always do. It's, like, majorly misleading. I have a nitpick about that, just because I get so tired of getting trolled that it's not even funny. My other complaint that I have is about Michonne, just the fact that we are yet again telling the same story again. You know, it's like, how many times has Michonne got a boyfriend and then they died and then she has to go through this awful depression? Like, I'm tired of them doing this to her. I feel like they're just, either Kirkman doesn't know how to write for her anymore, like he can't come up with anything new, or he just, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to see her go through the same thing again. It's just getting, like, super repetitive, is that I don't want to see this again. You know, it's like, I'm tired of seeing the same thing with her. I want him to do something different, for God's sake. Yeah. What am I going to rate it? I'm going to rate this issue I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. So yeah, what did you think of this issue? What were your opinions on it? Do you feel the same way about Michonne? Because I feel like a lot of people are kind of on the same, like, in the same boat with me on that. You know, we need something new and different happening with her, not the same old, same old. That's what happened, that's how I feel about it. How do you feel about it, and what do you think? I would love to know. Be sure to leave it in the comments. Until next time, I am Officer Friendly, over and out.